New developments in the case against Norfolk City Treasurer Anthony Burfoot. In the last hour, petitions were turned into circuit court to have Burfoot removed from office during his corruption investigation.
10 on your side has been following Burfoot's case step by step since last April when the city treasurer's office was subpoenaed. Petitions for his recall began in February.
10 on your side's Jason Marks was there when those petitions were handed in. So what happens next, Jason?
Yeah, Tom, there's a process here. Obviously, you mentioned their signatures are here at the courthouse. They will soon be sent to the city registrar. She will have to go through each of the 5,000 signatures to make sure they're valid. If they have enough signatures and that petition is certified, it will go to a Norfolk judge who will then have to decide whether Burfoot should stay in office.
Thank you for signing.
On a windy day in Norfolk,
Last thing I need to do is just hit the wind.
a group aimed at recalling a city treasurer
What's your feelings on Mr. Burfoot?
is collecting as many signatures as possible.
Sir, are you registered voter in Norfolk?
Bob Brown and John Wesley Hill spearheaded this movement right after Norfolk City Treasurer Anthony Burfoot was charged with political corruption.
We started February the 1st.
They needed to get 4,300 signatures. They have much more.
Well, this is the actual signatures we collected so far. This is 5,000 signatures that are all been duly notarized, and they're being turned into the clerk's office this afternoon.
Burfoot is accused of taking kickbacks in exchange for votes while on city council.
And here's a guy that's been charged by the FBI of already bribery of $475,000. And we're concerned that since he has no one to tell him what to do in the treasurer's office, is that he'll continue to take money.
Now city treasurer, Burfoot says he will not step down.
I think it stands for transparency here in Norfolk.
So these people are trying to force his hand, one John Hancock at a time.
Are you an Norfolk voter? You're a little bit too young to vote, aren't you?
These signatures are now in the hands of the circuit court clerk. Each one will be verified, and if there is enough, the recall will go to court.
The judge can choose one of two things. They can immediately suspend him until his federal case is adjudicated, or they can move forward with the recall trial.
Volunteers say they didn't want to choose this path,
A lot of signatures here.
but they believe they're doing what needed to be done.
The only person can get him out of office, we're the voters. And so we can get him out.
And I asked the organizers, what happens if Burfoot is found not guilty of those federal charges? They say, well, we've already lost trust in him to lead this city. Now, I just spoke with Andrew Sachs, Burfoot's attorney. He tells me that he believes this recall effort is way too premature. The first witness hasn't even testified in Burfoot's federal trial, and that is being on hold right now, being put on hold to wait to see what happens with Bob McDonald's corruption case. So, brain premature, according to Andrew Sachs, but he did say that if this recall petition is certified and it goes to a Norfolk judge, what they will do is they will ask this judge to at least delay that case until Burfoot could have his time in federal court. That's the latest here in Norfolk. Jason Marks, 10 on your side.